So it looks like YouTube's not sending notifications out, which is good. I mean, that's really useful. It means nobody knows the stream's live. You know, nothing beats that. What's up with my name? I mean, the fact that YouTube's now decided that instead of me having a yellow name, I've got this huge yellow banner behind it. That's atrocious. That looks horrific. No, why? I've just realised that I need to do some stuff before I go to the live scene, or live screen even. I need to change that, and I think I need to change that. No, I don't. Oh yeah, you get the normal name, Yanis, but my name is this horrific yellow highlighter around the back of it. Glad you organised that. He might have, as revenge for me changing his mod list to pink yesterday. So let's get into the live scene. And oop. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of struggle bus onwards, I guess. Field 8. God dang it, I forgot to save the course for this thing. Hey, Chris. Spanish on the other side. It is, but that kind of makes sense at least. I'm just kind of annoyed that YouTube's decided to break notifications again. They can't do anything right for like a week solid, I swear. Right. Combinator. And field 8. And go from the first waypoint. Drive the course. You're just gonna drive around in circles, aren't you? Yes, you are. Fantastic. This banner looks mean. It's better than what my name looks like, Traff. Like, I'm just gonna throw something in chat here. Look what. Look what they did to my name! There's this horrific yellow highlight around the back of it. Which means you can't actually see my name in chat anymore. Right, that's on the go. I need to get this on the go. Is it loaded into the alphabet course? It is. Fan. Good. Drive the course, please. You're good. You! I'm gonna go across the field this time because I'm feeling fat and sassy. Hello, Alan. Hello, Bucko. I enjoy the fact this is going to be basically a low-key stream, and I'm not going to make any money out of it. Because YouTube are inept. There we go. Let's start off here and aim for, I guess, that tree over there. Go to YouTube Gaming, it's all normal over there. Hey, GD. It's just frustrating as hell when YouTube does this crap. Because, like, I don't make much money as it is, and then YouTube decides to break core, you know, key parts of the site frequently. Hello, Carson. And it just... like, you wonder why so many people are going over to Twitch, and then you see... like, things from my end where I'm always complaining about something or other, and it's just like, yeah, people are going over to Twitch because Twitch actually is able to maintain the site to the point where it's actually core features are working. It's not showing videos in sub boxes again. Good! Good! How are we now, Chris? YouTube, slowly committing suicide one day at a time. Hopefully it starts working later on. Probably for Landy's stream. Actually, could somebody... I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Could somebody, like, send Landy's Facebook page a message? Or, Chris, could you, like, send Landy a message on Facebook? Just giving him a heads up that YouTube's decided to do some stupid crap again? Maybe short stream today and later on Twitch. I won't have time to do Twitch today. I maybe want to get a video recorded for tomorrow, but if YouTube's gonna pull this crap, I don't know. But I do want to get a video recorded for tomorrow. I want to play some iRacing as well. Didn't get to do that last night. I want to try out a couple of things. And it's just... there's a lot I want to do tonight, and I won't have time to do all of it. Because I want to go to bed early as well. I say that now, I won't go to bed early. Still not in sub boxes. Good. GG YouTube. GG. Let me just stop up here for a second. There we go. I've just tweeted at Team YouTube because they are just, oh my god. Is this punishment for me saying, yes, I'm going to be leaving YouTube eventually? Like, in going to Twitch, because if it is, this isn't the way to punish people. Like, this is just pushing people away. This is doing the exact opposite of what YouTube wants to be doing, which is maybe encouraging people to stay on their platform so they can make money. But then again, I'm not like this big corporate TV show. You never know who's listening. No, it's just YouTube being inept at running a website, which it's not like their entire business is running a website. This may be a very short stream, by the way, if sub boxes are indeed broken for the entirety of it. Hello, Wilson Agri. And if there's like nothing coming in, nobody coming in, and if it's under like 20 people, once we get to about an hour in, I'm just gonna call it, because I'd probably be better off just making a video at that point. How many hours in the 5150? 19.3. So more hours than most people have on maps. Hello, Michael. Ban YouTube. Sub box is broke. I know. I've tweeted Team YouTube about it already. Is it broken for everybody? I don't know. This is the fun of YouTube, is something breaks and you don't know how long it's been broken, or when it will be fixed, or who it's broken for. Like yesterday, when the entire website broke. During GD stream. Which I don't know if... For you, it's just me. Double check if you're subscribed, guys. I think YouTube's done one of those random unsubs again. Where to get them more? 4D Modding's Facebook page, but CD, who apparently has uploaded, is putting the links on there, forgot to update, hasn't updated the link yet, as far as I'm aware. Substance not showing up in sub boxes. Good! Stu, make sure the notifications are set to always. It's unsubbed, you traff. Yeah. Am I seeing people unsub to resub and hopefully fix that, or are people actually unsubscribing right now? This is one of the many, many reasons I'm looking for a job. Oh well, we'll continue on until at least 6. Just subscribe, Coastal Agro, thank you very much. Subbing today apparently does nothing, as the sub boxes are completely broke, which is good. It's always nice when it does that crap. I could be a model. Yes, this is how not to look. I forgot to turn on my light. There we go. Just gonna send Lanny a message on Facebook real quick. There we go. At least you got a 5-minute unskippable ad. Oh, fun. Oh dear. Gonna try and be positive. Why does it say in the sub box or in the description there is no class in FS19? Unfortunately, it is true. That was confirmed by Lasertan this morning that there is no class license at the moment. VF's now saying he got a notification from my stream. Sideways saw post on Facebook. Yeah, VF's saying he got a notification, so it might be the notifications are only sending to certain people. Guys, make sure you got your notifications from me set to all, not just some, because blah. It is a shame, Coastal. I think it's going to detract from FS19 a bit. However, there was big news yesterday when it was revealed that the current 4 texture limit per block, which has crippled maps in the past. I've seen maps that have been crippled by this ridiculous 4 texture limit per block. That's being removed entirely. There is going to be no texture limit, so I'm looking forward to OxygenDavid and Bullet Bill getting to play with that lack of limitation. And yeah, just go. Because you think about how good Oakfield is, and how good Lone Oak looks, and they're with very, very heavy limitations. Just imagine what'll happen when Oxy and Bullet Bill can throw everything they want into a map. Texture-wise, so we'll say I'm gonna take this little spot here, for example. Here's grass, here's dirt, there's probably some stone here. Yeah, this is 3 textures in this block. There's only 1 extra texture allowed, and usually it's pig mud people use. Like most blocks you never run into it, but when you're getting into farmyards, you suddenly start thinking, I need at least 2 more textures in this area to to detail it out and flesh it out properly. And Bullet Bill and OxygenDavid mappers were asking for just the limit to be raised to 6. Not a big change, but a change. Just for it to be raised to 6. And instead of that, Giants decided to come along and say, do you know what? Screw it, no limit. Do what you want. I'm checking my phone in case YouTube actually bothers replying, which they won't. They'll break the game. They might do. Hello, hard worker. You can feel the poorly optimized maps coming. The texture limit won't change optimization, which is good. But yeah, there are going to be a butt ton of poorly optimized maps towards the start of FS19, and I'm not looking forward to them. I will obviously play 1 or 2 of them because mod maps. So mods out on PC today, not from what I could see. Not on Giants Mod Hub anyway. Probably on like every dodgy site under the sun. Somebody uploaded something that barely works and is not optimized at all. Can't wait to see the comparison between Oakfield 17 and 19 if it comes out. I can't remember if Oxy said Oakfield is going to be one of the maps he converts. I know Shamrock Valley will be. I know Lone Oak will be converted. I don't know about Oakfield. I know that the West Coast and Cobra will not be. Yusa says it'll be here in 20 minutes. Awesome, Dragon. You think Oakfield? I could probably ask Oxy later. Just kind of out of curiosity. One thing that I do know about Shamrock Valley is I know what font I'm going to be using in the thumbnails. Which doesn't sound like anything big, but I showed Landy last night and he was yeah, he was pretty impressed with the font I managed to find from a while back. You've seen it on the channel before. But he was impressed by how good the words Shamrock Valley look in that font. And I'm going to try and do some cool stuff to it as well. The 525 is slipping again. Oh my god, Courseplay. Can you do nothing? Right, like, is everything just going to go wrong today? I think he said Oakfield. If he did, then awesome. If he didn't, then why you lie to me, people? Was the font of Donetsk? Pretty much, yeah. Shamrock Valley looks amazing in that font. Because I was messing about in Photoshop last night. Just kind of just playing about with stuff. And I found that font again and I was like, yes. This is perfect. Love to get a Wexford map on Farm Sim. Why don't you start making one, Coastal? Map making isn't difficult. This is like a really common misconception. Map making at a basic level is not difficult. It takes a lot of time and a lot of effort, but it's not difficult. Hello, New Holland fan. Like, Bullet Bell and OxygenDavid, the reason that their maps seem to be so much better than most other people's isn't that they're just so much better, it's that they've learned tricks to make things easier, and they get custom models made, and they've got a testing team that I think might go into more detail than Giants when it comes to finding niggly little things that would annoy somebody eventually, but might not ever be seen by anybody. You were in the West Coast stream yesterday, I remember you. Are you gonna... How did you do that? How on earth did you get... Oh. You're just gonna do the circle thing. You're not gonna do the circle thing! Hello, Luke. If you're wondering why I've got this thing pulling a wheelie down the pit, it's so that it can actually, you know, grab the silage. Allegedly. Stream's not too busy? Yeah, YouTube's derping. Quite hard today, so I don't know how long the stream's gonna be. It's I'll probably keep going till 7, but if it starts dropping off hardcore, I will just end the stream and make a video instead for tomorrow. And by the way, the videos might not necessarily be Farm Sim. I've kind of decided that I want to have a bit of fun and do my own thing with videos, so I'm just gonna do whatever the hell I feel like I'm gonna make whatever videos I feel like making. Whether it's a bit of flight sim, because I want an excuse to play Airhauler again. Whether it's ETS or ATS, because I want an excuse to play them again. Whether it's something weirder, like Factorio, or some random indie game that I got sent a key for. That I find interesting. I got sent a key today for a game, and I was... I know, yeah. Coincidental, I think, Faye. Do Fortnite videos. Do you know the bit where I said I'm gonna make whatever I want? Yeah, Fortnite isn't one of those things. I got sent a key today for a game. I was playing it before the stream just to see if it was worth doing a video on, and it's a game that I think needs a tutorial. I'm not gonna name the game, but it needs a tutorial. Because I discovered after about 20 minutes of playing that I completely missed out on a really basic mechanic. That was so important to the game that because I'd completely missed it, I was failing quite badly. Right, back to the mowing. Away we go. I do have the wheel working today, by the way. It is, not after throwing a bit of a fit. Wife's tend to do that, yeah. Welcome back, GD. I did see last night on Twitter that Linus Tech Tips was throwing a... I want to call it a tantrum, but I felt like it was justified. Throwing a bit of a tantrum for YouTube, bopping one of his videos for spam when he was trying to advertise his Twitch channel. Am I streaming tomorrow? Yes! I stream every day, New Holland fan. The next time I won't be able to stream will be... I think the start of next month, the start of July. My sister's on nights for a few days, so I'll be missing a few days then. And that's about it, to my knowledge. You know, I might end up having plans at some stage to go meet up with friends or something. I'm up, it'll be West Coast tomorrow most likely. Insanity Challenge tomorrow. See, the problem I have now with the Sandy Bay Challenge is did I do what I think I did? Because I think I forgot to activate a mod I wanted. I could get away with using these. Yeah. So we're gonna get 2 of these. We're gonna get ideally a self-propelled one. I might look up some mod sites later tonight. Oh my god, how stop. It looks like I'm just gonna do this manually because it's gonna be faster. Actually going to be faster doing this manually with the way this thing's working at the moment. Hello, Yuso. It's the best map I ever did. I enjoy most of the series I do. When I've got a day like today where I'm complaining a lot, it's usually because something's not right outside the map. Like, this series I really enjoy, and I'm gonna kind of keep going for a bit longer. Quick request, by the way. This is being a bit cheeky and abusing my position as the broadcaster and somebody who has a Discord. Could you guys like look up self-propelled silage harvesters that are cheap in game and like reasonably optimized? What am I doing on the West Coast tomorrow? I don't know. I'll probably be dealing with the bales some more. We're kind of moving to the last field at the end of last stream, or the end of yesterday's stream. So we'll probably finish dealing with the silage bales tomorrow, at long last. And then, once we got that done, we'll be moving into summer, and summer means spraying. I have to do some spraying. We're still not working. It is working. I'm just doing silage, so it's a bit quicker and easier to use the keyboard. Especially with the amount of heavy turning I need to do. Alley-oop. Does it have to be single player? Does what have to be single player, bucko? The challenge? Like, no, but if you're doing it in multiplayer, you've got reduced hired workers until your hired worker limit reaches 0, in which case you've reached the maximum number of players allowed. So you can do self-propelled. Yes. Because I want to be picked up by Courseplay, and that only seems to pick up self-propelled harvesters. Unless you know of a trailed forager that is picked up by Courseplay. Can I buy a New Holland T7? I can't afford one, New Holland fan. Not on this map, anyway. The whole point of the challenge is that I'm not buying whatever people in chat say I want to, say to buy. Because otherwise it ends up that I got one of every tractor that ever existed on the map. And people are always complaining, oh, why aren't you using this for doing that? That's not what I'd use. I wouldn't use that. Blah! Go away. Yeah, that's the problem, buckos. I need it to be picked up by Courseplay, because my phone just went off. Was that a reply from YouTube? No, it was a notification for somebody else's stream. G freaking G, YouTube. Way to screw me over. Could I not use follow me? I could, but then I'd have to manually drive down to the BGA every time. On your map you've got 6 of them. Well, good for you. This isn't your map. This isn't your save game, it's my save game. I swear, 90% of the time, I look so different. Why do I look different? How do I look different? Oh, you're watching the Barbie Girl video. Back when I had long hair. and like the really terrible fluff beard that I had. I need to get my haircut again soon. So if you're enjoying the stream and you managed to make it here, please hit the like button. And if you somehow managed to make it here and you're not already subscribed, subscribe so YouTube can not notify you when I'm going live. And hit the notification button so YouTube will completely not notify you when I'm going live. You're watching with TV and phone. Very fancy user. Why am I tired today? Hello, Jose. Hello from Portugal. Hello to Portugal. So just for the people who complain that I use the keyboard and mouse, I'm using the wheel. On the grass again. Yeah, there's not a whole lot else I can do on this map at the moment, unfortunately. Ranting drains energy. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's the fact that I didn't go to bed until like 7 o'clock this morning because I was playing Crusader Kings all night. Oh, I really should not do that. It's a terrible idea. I enjoy the crap out of Crusader Kings, but I should not play it at night. What do I recommend? I recommend whatever you want to get. I'm not gonna be that guy who says, oh, you should use this. No, use whatever you want. I don't care. Doesn't affect me. Hello, Model Farmer 12. How are you doing today? Stop yawning! Good lord! Yeah, I think I need to uninstall Crusader Kings, because otherwise I'll just keep playing it at night. And ruin my sleeping pattern even more. Is Landy streaming tonight? Probably. Kyler Abend. Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. I'm trying not to yawn pain. This is what happens when I stay up until 7 in the morning watching Crusader Kings. Or playing Crusader Kings. I can't remember what I was watching last night. Tastes bad. No thanks. I'll deal with being tired. In fact, I might when I'm being so realistic. Oh, Kyler, you have a horrible, horrible time ahead of you if you're enjoying the realism. If you're subscribing for realism, just hit the unsub button. Save yourself the hassle and the pain. I play realistically sometimes. If you want realism, watch the realistic series on Colbra, the realistic roleplay. In the streams, I just do crap. Things happen, and I deal with them. Is that any stream tonight? I don't know. I think so, maybe, but it really... Actually, it depends on whether or not the water heater dude arrives early enough. You're for the crack. Yeah, if you're here to have fun, you're in the right place. If you're here for realism, save yourself the hassle and... Yeah. Because I see this as a game. It's not, you know, it's an arcade game. I play it like an arcade game. I do realistic stuff. I enjoy mowing. So if you like mowing, this is definitely the channel for you. Because this is my chill thing. When I'm angry, I mow. The TX34 is in how are you in traffic? Oh, that's how you're in traffic. You saw nothing. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm making a video tonight. Yes! What video I'm making, I have no idea. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just fill up my cup of water. Or fill my cup with water, I guess. There we go. I think YouTube might have fixed the sub boxes at least. What time am I finishing at? Probably 7. Ish, my time. You can see what my time is at the top right. How much water is that? I have a 5-litre drum. I think you're gonna have to re-download that more. Good luck with that pain, because I don't know if CD's updated the link yet. Am I any good at stacking bales? Occasionally. It depends on what equipment I'm using, really. That's not my time. Yes, it is. It's what time it is here, anyway. Can we, like, not talk about the sub boxes, please? Because otherwise I'm going to launch into another rant. And nobody wants that. Few issues with the round bales. Yeah, I hate round bales. I always have. It's not 1044. It's above that, bucko. Right there is what time it is here. Where am I from? Ireland. Also, is it just me? Or is this song really, really bad? It's like, it's just noises. It's bad. Yeah, I'm gonna hopefully skip to something better. Because that song was not helping me. Some 40s page, see, he's doing an update on it. Yeah, but I think the link's broken, Chris. Hello, Paul. How am I doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Bit tired, bit frustrated, bit annoyed. You know, the usual RainbowDave mix of angry, tired. I guess. How's it going? It's going good. Going good. Going good. See, the real question I have right now is what do I do after mowing? Do I grow up on a farm? No! I've never lived on a farm. Ever. I just really enjoy this game and agriculture in general. I like tractors. They're big and powerful and noisy. I see them a lot. Sleep. I will be going to bed early today. Bail it. I'm not bailing it. I want to make pit silage out of this pole for the BGA. So I'm definitely not going to bail it. Spirit J doing a massive pack update. Probably not, because when he was releasing it, he basically said, I'm sick and tired of this damn mod. Just please, Giants, release it because I don't want to work on it anymore. So I doubt there's ever going to be an update for the Massey Pack. I did see there was a bit of whining going on in Giants Discord today as well from somebody. I'm not gonna name names. Somebody who wants their map released so that they can play it, because apparently they only play on PS4 despite needing a reasonably decent PC to actually make maps in the first place. They want to play their map on PS4 for some reason. Which is odd. You want the Massey Pack on West Coast. With what money, New Holland fan? Again, like, I know that you want to see different tractors. I know that mindset on YouTube. I know there's lots of people who do this. But the whole point of both series that I'm streaming at the moment is that I'm not constantly changing tractors. That I'm limited on what I can use. Especially the Insanity series on West Coast. That the whole point of that is that I'm using stuff that under normal circumstances you would never use. Like, I don't have a tractor in that map that's over 100 horsepower. And I won't have a tractor over 100 horsepower for a long time on that map. So, while I know where people are saying, oh, get this, get that, get the other, are coming from, that's not what I'm trying to do. Sell one of the tractors. Great, New Holland fan. Then I'll have one less tractor to use on that map, because the Insanity rules basically say I've got to have 300 grand minimum to buy a new tractor. So if I sell one of the tractors on Insanity, I'll end up with one less tractor as a net result. And that's not something that would be in any way useful ever. In reality, you don't go around with a 300,000 euro loan buying new things because, well, it's nice. You try and pay off the loan first. That's what the Insanity Challenge is. The loan has to be paid off before I can start buying things. That's the entire point of the challenge. New Holland man, you are really on a fast track to a timeout right now. Because you're just not listening to what I'm telling you. And you're just demanding things constantly. I am telling you that's not going to happen. So stop. has things pretty good. Pretty good. Be nice if people who wanted to make demands listen to why those demands are not going to work and not going to happen. But, you know, that happens. No, there was somebody else before Farmingman called New Holland Man, and that's screwing me up there. You're leaving the stream. That's probably for the best if you're just going to make demands and not, you know, listen to what I'm trying to do and what people are enjoying here. Because the whole point of these challenges is playing the games and playing the game in a different way and not just having big tractors constantly. So that would be amazing. It wouldn't ever happen, Paul, but that would be amazing. I'd love if that happened. Like, I'd love if there was a way where you could, like, set up a challenge mode in Farm Sim where... Yeah, thank you, Richie. Where you kind of defined rules that the game would play by. So, we'll say, just for example's sake, the Insanity Challenge. Some of those rules I have to self-enforce. I would always have to self-enforce them. But just imagine if you could say, in like when you're setting up a game, if there's a loan, you cannot buy new vehicles. Or like if there was a setting like that, or G-Lurk, you're welcome. Hello, Dal. Pain, just ease off. Don't worry, it's fine. Toot. There we go. Do I have any good jokes? My life. Does that count? No. Yeah, no, let's not do the jokes. The fact that I don't like using big machines. Here's the thing, like, the equipment I'm using on the West Coast, and here to a certain extent, this is the stuff that I enjoy playing with. This is the stuff that I really love using. And you might notice that, because I'm, like, a bit more upbeat in the West Coast, because that's the equipment that I want to use. See, you know, secretly. When Shamrock Valley comes out, I will use kind of bigger stuff. Lone Oak. Yeah, I ain't using small stuff on Lone Oak. Lone Oak will be the series where I go big. I'll go really big. And I've got ideas for what I'm going to do on Lone Oak that are pretty cool. And before anybody asks, yes, my idea for Lone Oak is another challenge. So what I'll do when Lone Oak comes out is I'll probably retire this challenge. I'll probably retire Sandy Bay Challenge and start up the Lone Oak Challenge, Which is gonna be... Or I could have 3 challenges on the go, I guess. I could do 3 challenges at the same time. Big Bud Big. Maybe not quite Big Bud Big, but big. I won't start off with a Big Bud. But I got an idea for that map that I don't know how it's gonna come across on videos or on streams, but I've got an idea. If I can get... No, the Big Bud's staying on the shop roof. It took me half an hour to get the damn thing up there. It's staying up there. Imagine multiplayer with this challenge. Multiplayer with this challenge I think would be a bit easier because you could get three jobs fully done at once instead of shouting at courseplay every 5 minutes. There will be deers on Lone Oak, Paul. You did call that. Now, that I will confirm. But I've got ideas for that map. It's based off something I saw way back in the heady heights of FS13, a series that I was watching back then, and I feel like Lone Oak's a map where I can attempt this challenge. Or this idea. It's kind of, as with all the challenges, I'm doing an experimental thing. FS19 will not have class Strumlover. That was confirmed today. There is no class license for Farm Sim. Which sucks. Quite honestly. I was really hoping to see class in 19. Hey TJC, aka Tommy. Maplewood's up for testing. It was, but I looked earlier today and it's gone off the list. As well as a few other things that were no longer on the list. One of which I'm pretty sure failed. But I kind of hope that the person who was complaining about Giants not testing their mod quickly enough gets their mod put to the back of the queue for testing, because that's 110% what I'd do in that situation. Oh, you're impatient? Oh no, look, oh, your mod's somehow fallen to the back of the queue. What a shame. Oh, it's happened again. How clumsy of us. Ooh, yay! It's the FTL music. That's a game I need to play again. These console players... I can complain. I wanted to see a really top class. I wanted to see class made to Giant standards. And some of the stuff that modders just never seem to make. I take it off the queue entirely. I mean, if you're gonna be impatient, like I did in the video today, if you didn't watch that yet, impatience gets rewarded by me. Where was no class license confirmed? Giants Discord in the lobby. Yeah, Tommy, that's a thing today. That's just a thing today. Do you think we'll still have managed to? As far as I'm aware, almost every brand that's currently in the game in FS17 will be in FS19, with the possible exception of Homer. That one's kind of up in the air. I need to make a mod. I've been saying this for a while. I need to make like 2 mod lists. One for the mods that I'm using in this challenge, and that will be one that I will update every single time I swap a mod in or out. So like you'll get to see the mods that are currently active, and what I'll do as well is I'll put in links to mods that are previously active from the point where I start doing the mod list. And I'll do the same for Insanity, so that you guys get to see exactly where I find my crap. And it's going to be one of those times where you get, like, I have used dodgy sites because I wanted specific things on both of these maps. Let's see, Ropa is all but confirmed, Grima is all but confirmed. Holmer is the one that we have question marks over. I don't know what the license for Holmer is like. I heard rumors back in the FS15 days when it was coming out that it was effectively a 2-year license, and that would have expired. That will be expiring basically on launch of FS19. So if that is true, then we might not see Holmer, and that might be why the Ropa DLC was the thing, was just kind of a replacement equipment thing. I forgot to unload this trailer because I am a genius. Would it be 3D textures? In FS19, I would hope for texture improvements. There's a lot of stuff that I'd like to see in FS19, most of which isn't going to happen, just because either it wouldn't work. By the way, I want to just real quick, and this is just a bit of self-indulgence here, I want to real quick say that I take some personal pride in explaining why there's no dynamic terrain gonna be in FS19 exactly the same way as Lizardan from Giants did this morning in Giants Discord. It's for the exact reasons I said. It's just an optimization nightmare, and multiplayer just wouldn't work with the current methods. Now, they are going to continue experimenting and trying, because Giants know that's something that would be a major thing if they could ever get it working in game. But for the time being, for now, and for the foreseeable future, dynamic terrain won't be in Farm Sim, just because it's a really big technical challenge. With that too, it just wouldn't work on console. Not with the current gen, and not with the amount of stuff that Farm Sim needs to keep in memory. I mean, I doubted this before, but I think Farm Sim could only run in Giant's engine. With the amount of stuff that needs to be kept in memory for Farm Sim. Because, number one, you've got the locations of everything on the map. You've got the locations of all the tractors, all the equipment, all the trailers. You then have what configuration everything's in. Whether a front loader's up or down, how far up or down is it? Is the seeder up or down? Is that up or down? Then you've got the field statuses. Is it seeded? Is it cultivated? Is it plowed? Is it harvested? How harvested is it? How seeded is it? Where has it been seeded? Is there a seeded bit beside a small patch of cultivated, beside a small patch of harvested? Beside a small patch of plowed? There's a lot of information Farm Sim needs to just store. And then you've got the fertilization levels. If we have no class funds to weigh money on for FarmCon announcement. If not class, then I'd like to see Kubota. But for the simple reason that I'd like to see more small to mid-range tractors in the game. I think Kubota, they don't have enough as much to bring as class, but I think there's still a lot that could be brought by Kubota. Failing that, maybe new crop types, maybe orchard farming or something like that would be really awesome. And that would possibly go along with a Kubota announcement, because Kubota are the big name in orchard farming. Smaller stuff would be cool. It really would. There's a lot that could be thrown into Farm Sim yet that isn't, and it'd be really cool to see some of it. I really want orchard. I really want new styles of farming. Like I'm delighted the cotton's in, because that's new equipment. That's new styles of farming. I hope it's not got, you know, sugarcane syndrome or poplar syndrome, where it's really interesting idea but just doesn't play very well. But it's looking interesting so far, with the very tiny, no detail at all that we actually have about cotton, other than the fact that it's going to be in the game. Hopefully they bring in... I'm really hoping for a zero-turn more. You think when they bring in orchards, if they bring in orchards, they'll bring in Kubota? I think so too. That would be the logical move. Is like bring in orchards and bring in the biggest name in orchard farming at the same time. Didn't we have a zero turn? We had the Profi Hopper, which isn't quite a zero turn, but it's pretty close to one. I forgot how nice the vape is with the new coil. Because they changed the coil recently in this one, and it's just so much better. It is in bed terms. In terms that everybody can understand. New coil in e-cig is basically new sheet day. You know that beautiful time where you have the new sheets and everything just feels so much more comfortable? Or what, even better, the day that you've flipped the mattress so that it's, you know, twice as comfortable naturally, and you've put new sheets on, where it's just like that ultimate level of oh yes, please. Yeah, that's what new coil is like. For me, at least. Hello, Sun Gaming. Thinking about FS15. There are zero-turn mods for FS17, don't get me wrong, but I'd like to see, you know, something made by Giants, because historically zero-turn mods have been crap. No disrespect to the guys who made them, no disrespect to the guys who used them, but historically speaking, they've not been very good. They've not been very high quality. And they've just been kind of lazy converts up from FS11. Which can be said of far too many mods. Leaving the whole plant behind. Is it perennial, Luke? Like, does it grow back on its own, or do you have to, like, go in afterwards and reseed? Because we know from sugarcane that Giants are now able to do perennials. Like, this is my next. This is the big question: is like, how exactly does cotton work in real life? Because Giants are going to try and mimic that as much as the game will allow. So now at the awkward stage of doing the mowing, where we're gonna have to go up one side of this patch and down the other. Cotton is perennial, so it may become one of the most worthwhile crops to do then. Because if it's perennial and you can do an annual harvest on one seeding, then you just plant it once ever and you get infinite cotton out of it. Technically, like, as silly as this sounds, technically sugarcane is one of the most profitable crops in Farm Sim, because it is perennial. You know, you only ever have to seed it the once, or plant it the once. But the problem with that is it takes so damn long to harvest that you just hate yourself by the end of it. So it's not worthwhile from a fun point of view. Whereas with something like potatoes, where it's also one of the most profitable crops, it doesn't take as long to harvest, and at least the equipment for potato harvesting is interesting. And the reason potatoes are so profitable, by the way, is because you can use potatoes to seed potatoes. You can use your harvested crop to seed your next crop. Which is probably what I'm gonna do on the west coast. Cultivated annually for pest control. So giants are probably gonna make it so you have to cultivate then. Which is a bit annoying. I kind of would like to see more perennial crops. Or crops that kind of self-sustain in a way, like potatoes. One thing I do like about FS17 that not many people I think do is the fact that you don't necessarily need to use the infinite sources of seeds and fertilizer. I know a lot of mappers put them in for, I guess, general use people. But personally, I don't like that. I like using big bags or pallets or whatever I find handiest on any given day, because it's more true to life, especially with Jolly Dodger's big bags. Which, if you don't have that mod and you're on PC, you need to get that. You need to get the Albert bag handling fork as well, and you will just enjoy Farm Sim so much more. Hello, Soldier. There are mods that I would very strongly recommend, as well as Farms Roller. I know I'm just promoting Frontier Design stuff, but seriously, they come out with some really good mods and some really good ideas, so I don't mind too much just shamelessly shilling their stuff. But like, if somebody else made a mod as good as what Frontier are doing with the bag, I guess Jolly Dodger with his big bags is one of them. Like, if there's a mod that I think is really super useful, like Courseplay, you should probably have Courseplay if you're on PC, and learn to use Courseplay, and deal with Courseplay, because you can do so much more in the game that way. They haven't done a gameplay yet. Because people are kind of have this fascination with how much the game is going to cost. By the way, price was actually confirmed today by Lasertan at €35.99 or 34.99 in the euros, even, and that's about the same as FS17 cost, brand new. So they're keeping the price stable. It's more expensive on console for reasons of console, I guess. Seriously, console players, I don't know why you keep doing this. You're paying more for the same game. Hello, Brendan. I guess that's why, like, a lot of console players are super complainy. Is because they spent more on it, therefore they expect more than PC. Well, no, because the reason the PC version is so cheap is because they don't have to pay Sony or Microsoft. They just have to pay Steam. And I guess the console version is only available in stores, so maybe there's an extra bit of cost for the cut the store takes, I guess. I'm trying to guess stuff that I don't know. There'll be cotton bale movers in FS19. That's kind of a no-brainer. That would have to be brought in beside cotton. The question is, will there be a cotton round baler? Because the harvester that was shown in the trailer is a cotton square baler. And that makes 8x8 by 16 foot bales. So, mahusive. Okay, my hopes for FarmCon. Announcements from FarmCon. Kubota, seeing as class has been confirmed, is a no. So I'm changing my brand hope to Kubota. Orchard farming would be awesome. That would be amazing. And there was a hint that maybe that might happen in the trailer. There was something Simulate spotted that kind of looked like, maybe there's orchards. You hope there won't be... There will be, but I'm hoping the Giants have learned their lesson from FS17, and they do something really simple, which is just put a console testing suite into GE. Where you can get like whatever they're using to test for consoles, because it just throws up errors. Whatever they're using to do that, then I hope that's available in GE. Is it GE8 they're moving to with FS19? I hope that's available in the new Giants editor version that'll be coming soon. What else? There's other stuff. I need to empty the harvester again. Also, I have just gone to mouse and keyboard because I'm lazy. What else would be cool to see? The cotton round baler would be awesome. Is G something you can just download? Yeah. It's on the Giants Developer Network and pretty much every dodgy mod site for some reason. But GDN is the place to download the Giants Developer Network. I'd love to see them put some form of GE on consoles so people can see the hell the modders actually go through. You can make maps on consoles now. Oh my god, how do people actually do this? Hello, Alfie. Because like, it would stop all the complaining about, we'll say, Bo Bill's maps or OxygenDavid's maps, because they'd at least get to see what on earth Oxy and Bill look at on a near daily basis. I don't know how they do that, I honestly don't. But I kind of wish that everybody who complained about maps would open GE, because some of the complaints are just stuff that's impossible. When you see me criticizing a map, I'll look at it, first of all, from a player standpoint, so I will criticize some stuff that's not possible to do. And then I'll say, well, then I'll step back and say, that can't be done, that can't be done, that can't be done. But why didn't they do this, this, or this? I'll try and look at every map kind of twice. Speaking of, I do have a map that I still need to look at, and I might do a first look on. If it looks pretty good, although I think it failed testing. Or Giants testing, anyway. I'll email, or I'll send a message to the map creator later on, and see what the deal is. Is it Maplewood? I'm not at liberty to say. It's one of the maps that was in testing recently. That means yes. In before it's OGF USA, bucko. Which I'm kind of surprised Bernie SES seemingly didn't give that to anybody. Hello, Dan. You're back in the land of the living all of a sudden. This TeamSpeak's been awful empty the last few days. To the point where literally nobody was on Sunday night. Just Sim. Just Sim. I think it's Sussex. The thing about Giants testing that a lot of people don't get and don't see and don't realise is that... No, this weekend. Okay. Giants testing is ridiculously tough. And, like, there's some complaints from modders that you might see occasionally. And I, you know, see them a bit more often because of the circles I'm in. Where it's like, I don't know why they picked up on this and why this failed it, but it did. And I kind of applaud how strict Giants are with the testing, because it just means we get better quality mods. So stuff failing over and over and over is the testing working as intended, in my opinion. Does it waste Giants' time? Yes. Does it waste the modders' time? Yes. Could it be done better? Probably. Am I annoyed by the fact that Giants testing is so strict and so stringent and more often than not a mod will fail? No. I'm really glad of that, because a good testing system has a lot of things that fail. Especially with mods. If Giants were to open the floodgates, then console mods would be an absolute disaster, and they actually have to test mods for console. So while they're doing that, they might as well test mods for PC, so that we get really good high quality mods too. You can get better if you don't fail. You learn through your failures. Yeah, Landy, sub boxes and notifications are completely broken today, so good luck with your stream. I've tweeted at Team YouTube, but of course no answer ever. But, yeah, sub boxes and notifications, dead. You can't get better if you don't fail. I misread that as you can get better if you don't fail. Yes, if you fail, you will be better for it, because you will know what you've done wrong and you will be able to learn from that. But yeah, YouTube's just completely borked. Which, oh yeah, I need to show you something that I find hideous. And that is, actually, I don't even need to come out of the game. If I just, let's say, promote my instant gaming link, which if you want games on the cheap, you should use. What have they done to the broadcaster's name? Everybody else gets a normal name that's just different colours. But no. The broadcaster gets this horrific yellow bar behind it. Oh, mini rant over. Don't worry. Sends out really nicely. Well, yeah, that'd be great if the... You know, if the dashboard had the black layout. So if you want to see my name properly on YouTube, use dark mode, because otherwise it's unreadable, or basically unreadable. I got to find like a chat box that doesn't do the yellow bar for the streams now. For the on-screen chat, which that's gonna take a while. You can read it very clearly in chat. Yeah, but on stream it doesn't show up very well. And even on the dashboard doesn't look very nice. The option, there might be an option somewhere, hang on. They... No, they haven't changed anything there. Can send feedback. I'm not gonna do that though. Whoop, something broke. Ooh, let's... Gate's open good. You ever look at the chat box anyway? I kind of have to. And seeing the big yellow bar at the bottom is really annoying. I dislike it strongly. Sends out really nice. Well, yeah, but it's kind of annoying having the big yellow bar at the bottom of your chat. That's the biggest issue I have, is like... During streams, yeah, it looks nice, but... If you're the one streaming, you got this horrific yellow bar at the bottom. This is YouTube's revenge for me messing with your mod list, I swear. So let's call that done with the mowing, and we'll find something else to do. Hopefully we'll find something else to do. So let's have a look at the fields here. What needs to be done? Ooh, that's... What's the controls for... That's kind of comical that... the large mode now doesn't work for the minimap. Fantastic. Let's go for large... Ooh, that's better. So, ooh. Field 19 could be cultivated. We can do that. Why not using the wheel? Not at the moment. Hey, Shadowbox. You read chat through Restream. Yeah, I might have to start using Restream just to read chat. So Field 19. What did I want to do with Field 19? Did I want to transfer that over to grass? Pretty sure that's what I wanted to do, so we'll go cultivate Field 19 manually because there's not a whole lot else we can do at the moment. Hello AJ the best! By the way, Landy, left alt 9 in Better Minimap brings up an options screen where you can turn off the minimap, in theory. Display off. Okay. It's now not turning off. Why is it not turning off? Off. Off. Normal. Controls are a bit wonked, as it seems. Am I not using my wheel? No, because I'm being lazy. Let's hop over to the wheel now. But you can hide the Better Minimap now, which is nice. Field 14 could also be cultivated. That's something that I'll course play though. because the field's a bit big. If you're enjoying the stream, guys, hit the like button. We're aiming at about 50 likes today. If we can hit that, I'll be kind of surprised with how YouTube's behaving. And if you haven't done so already and you're enjoying, hit the subscribe button as well. For one less rant. Promised. Guaranteed occasionally, maybe. Also, I enjoy how better minimap you can actually set it to refresh every 15 seconds. Which is what mine's now doing. So every 15 seconds you'll see the minimap flash. Field 19 is this way. If memory serves, have I just taken a wrong turn? No, I have not taken a wrong turn for once. You're waiting for your lunch? Very nice, Llama King. I'm doing well, Shadowbox. How you doing, dude? You're doing well. Good. Read the entire message, Dave, not just the last few words. Welcome back, AJ. What needs to be done here? We need to finish this field for sure. We're doing well for cash for once. I'm kind of surprised by that. What I'm going to do real quick is I'm just going to go AFK for a second. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. I'm back. No complaining. Let's just get the tractor out of the way of the harvester. Let's get going with the cultivatron. Hello, Martin's Photographs. So this field is going to be cultivated just the once ever now. This is it. And then we'll be just seeding it up with grass because it's so far away from the rest of the fields we have that I don't see the point in making it a crop field. And it's so close to the BGA that I think the best choice is to just make it into a grass field for silage. So this is going to be basically a dedicated silage patch. For the foreseeable future, at least. As my day? It would have been better if I didn't stay up till like 7 this morning playing Crusader Kings. I really need to not play that at night because it's a time sink and I get one more war-itis. Especially in that game because wars are so easy to start. On the bright side, I'm no longer reliant on the Kingdom of England in my current Crusader Kings campaign. And I am King of Ireland for, I think, the 3rd time. In one campaign. I've just realised what actually annoys me about the yellow bar. It's that I look over and I think somebody's tagged me in chat. Every single time I glance over at chat, it's like, big yellow bar, something's happened. Oh, what is it? It's just my name. Mary for Just Cause 4. Yes. But I can't afford it, so no. So donate to the Let RainbowDave Buy Nice Things Fund, available on Patreon and Super Chats and PayPal. It's okay to have fun. I was just getting frustrated that like you kept asking the same thing over and over and over again, despite the fact that I'd already explained why I wasn't going to do what you were asking. Like that gets really frustrating, and sometimes I let it boil over a bit much. So I'm sorry that I got a bit short with you as well. I'm using the wheel. No, I'm being lazy. I love how when I'm using the keyboard and I have the wheel set in front of me, like this. Or even when it's not. Because I put it away yesterday when the wheel decided to go on Spaz Fest. To try and avoid the not using the wheel questions. And now everybody was just like, why aren't you using the wheel? Because I can't. Sometimes my wheel just does things and I don't quite understand it, but it does. How am I today? Frustrated with YouTube. So, good, I guess. About average for somebody who does YouTube daily. TX34's finished harvesting, so let's just tab over there real quick and just stop the driver. Turn off the engine. Turn off the engine and the deer as well. We'll just leave them in the field for now. You have broken your finger. The wheel's fine, Richard, by the way. It's just that I was being lazy. Yesterday it went wrong. And I just need to... literally, all I needed to do to fix it yesterday was, like, reset the wheel itself. But that would have required resetting the game. I don't do shoutouts. If I did shoutouts, the stream would be nothing but giving people shoutouts. Sim tried it once and his stream was a disaster. He never tried it again after that. Is Drunk Man still there? He is! In fact, isn't that the pub there with the drunken man? I can't remember where the pub actually is on this map. Well, to be honest, I'm more interested in the farming side of things. I actually was for a while sideways at the force feedback set too high. So like I'd do one race and skip barbers, and if I touched the wheel, it was like really hot. So I was punishing it a bit more than I should have been. So I've turned down the force feedback since, and I'm actually more comfortable with the way that it is now in the Skippy at least. Probably need to turn it back up for the Mazda, but still. So I never did actually get around to doing iRacing last night, by the way. What do I prefer? New Holland T7 or Massey Ferguson 7700? I like the one with the 7 in the name. And the N. I particularly like the E. How these skippies going? Never tried them. They are really fun sideways. Last week's track was Okayama Short, which free track. Everybody and their brother was playing it, was driving it, and the racing was seriously good. Like almost every race, qualifying was maybe a second and a half between everybody. All like 18 cars on the grid. The races weren't as tight most of the time because people ended up crashing and being idiots and making mistakes, and that happens. But Skip Barbers are so much fun to race. They're so easy to race. Close quality session. Yeah, because like the thing about qualifying in the skippies is you basically just push the car to its absolute limits and hope it sticks. In the races, a lot of people, because I was basically doing race pace in the qualifying sessions, a lot of people, unfortunately, in the races aren't able to pull out those laps consistently. So they end up doing like 1 minute laps, and because most of my laps were in the 59s, you know, you do 59, kind of 59.5 second range at this towards the middle of the week, and then towards the end of the week it was 59, 0, 1, 2, 3. And people were kind of at times struggling, and battles kind of developed and slowed everybody down. Good racing though, really good racing, mostly clean as well. What tractor am I using tomorrow? Yes. I'll probably be using the Convoy again tomorrow in Holland Fan. I want to finish off the silage on the west coast tomorrow. And I think I can do it in one stream. And then I want to get onto spraying, which I don't know what I'll use for that, actually. Might use the IH. Because that's been kind of... I haven't been using that too much lately. What time I stream tomorrow? My normal time. Or as close to it as I can. I might start a bit late if I'm running late. And or lose track of time doing something else. Or maybe I'll like start recording at like 4 o'clock. Hopefully, this is my plan. I'll record something at 4 o'clock. And then at about 4:30 I'll start getting ready for the stream. The animals need feeding still on the West Coast. Yeah, but I'm having to ration their food quite heavily. I'm pretty much just feeding them to keep them alive at this point. Until I can get some hay made, which will be late summertime. And that's going to be what happens after the I don't have a square baler. That's going to be what happens after the spraying, is we'll actually be going back into the grass fields. And we need to roll the grass fields as well. So we probably won't do any spraying tomorrow. If we do get the silage finished, I'll actually need to roll into the fields and roll the fields for the hay harvest, which will be late summer. So that's kind of tomorrow's plan. Very roughly, it's probably not all going to happen. But that's kind of the rough plan that I've got in mind for tomorrow's stream. Hello, Chaos Vlogs and Games. Guys, we are getting close to that time. Let me know when Landy goes live. If, of course, it shows up in your sub boxes. I'll try and keep an eye on my phone for when you cut hate in real life. Very nice, Neon fan. I'm trying to do it in kind of a set pattern on the West Coast, where hay is going to be the late summer harvest, and then silage is springtime, hay is summertime, and then the autumn is basically whatever I want and or need to make up numbers, because I do have to do the grass 3 times a year in that map. Then he's streaming more Lone Oak today. I don't know if he got the go-ahead for that. I have no idea what he's streaming today. I hope Lone Oak, because I want you guys to see more of the map. It's a stunning map, and I want you guys to see more of it. But you know, Bullet Bill's word is final on content on Lone Oak, so that, by the way, is why I don't have a video on Lone Oak or streamed on Lone Oak, even though I have a save kind of. That's something I need to do tonight as well, is I need to set up my Lone Oak save so that I can kind of at a minute's notice start a series, or start the series. So that's kind of... You have no idea how difficult it is, like having a map that I can't show off. When am I starting Lone Oak? When Bullet Bill says I can, Neon fan. It's not down to me, it's down to Bill. It's his map. He gets to... And I say this in the nicest way. He gets to dictate who does what and when. Now, it's been enlightening, truly enlightening, seeing Lone Oak kind of coming through frontier testing and seeing all the changes and the iteration that they've done on the map. And I am quite honestly really looking forward to being able to show the map off myself. But until such time as Bullet Bill says I can, I'm not going to. I'm not going to be that guy who just does his own thing because it suits him. What's my favourite tractor? Massey Ferguson 135. I love classic tractors. What do I think of the Fiat 18090? Is that the mod that came out that was insanely loud and completely broken? Because I've got a fixed version of that and I like it. I love the sounds on that thing. There's actually a few tractors I'm tempted to put the sounds onto. And I need to actually, at some point, and this is another thing, I've got a list of things that I need to do at some point. You might notice. I need to put the grazing mod into the West Coast. So that I don't need to worry about the sheep as much. Or the cows, for that matter. Actually, that might keep the cows alive by itself. Do I like John Deere? I mean, I like tractors, so yes and no. I think they make some fantastic stuff and some really interesting stuff, but would I choose a John Deere over, say, I'm gonna try and compare like to like, would I choose the 3050 over a 698? No, I'd choose the 698. The Massey 698. Would I choose the 3050 over a T-Dub? No, I'd choose the T-Dub. Would I choose a 6R over a T7? Actually, that one's probably a yes. I do quite like the 6R. It's my favourite deer. You're back again. You have bad timing because I've just seen that Landy is live. I had my phone sat down beside me. I was checking for the email notification coming through. So that is going to be it for today. Head on over to Landy, Glengar, or whoever wants to. with the mods, because only mods can do this. You can get a spam in today's video if you want. It was a realistic roleplay on Cobra. We did some silage belen. And I need to do that off-camera work for that as well at some point. Oh my god. My workload is insane. But that is going to be it for today. I'll be back tomorrow with some more Insanity Challenge where hopefully YouTube's going to decide that the sub boxes and notifications work and people, you know, chat's really active like it was yesterday, and I loved it. Yeah, YouTube has hilarious latency with streams starting, Richard. Twitch is really good for that. But until next time, stay safe. And goodbye.
That's how we do it in my garden. That's how we do it in my garden. That's how we do it in my garden.